And hello and welcome to the special show on the T20 World Cup final between India and South Africa in Barbados. And the thrilling match is underway and India is almost there to be crowned the T20 World Champions for the second time. And India won this title for the second time after 2007. India are the T20 World Champions now. They defeated Proteas in the summit clash at the Kennington Oval in Barbados. What a fantastic win by the India. India's last win at the ICC major event was in 2013 under the leadership of the MS Dhoni, and the wait of 11 years for a major ICC trophy ends India lifting the T20 World Cup for the second time, and India defeated South Africa by 7 runs to lift the T20 second World Cup. India started earlier on a shaky note and they scored 176 for 7 against South Africa, setting the Proteas up for 177 run chase. The man in blue lost Captain Rohit Sharma early, with the Mumbai man gone after scoring just 9 of the 5 balls. Rohit Sharma's man lost wickets in quick succession, with Suryakumar Yadav and Rishabh Pant both departing cheaply, and a rapid-fire inning from Akshar Patel, with the bowler registering 47 runs of 31 balls after being bumped up the order to bat at 3 down. South African bowler Keshav Maharaj has in the fine form, snapping up 2 wickets and giving away 23 runs in his spell. And Reknoki also grabbed 2. India were 34 for 3 in the 5th over, eventually recovering to end at 176, the highest total in a T20 World Cup final, on the back of the expensive over in the final stretch of the match. And what a fantastic win here by the India, the way Jasprit Bumrah bowled a crucial over. His last over was the crucial, just putting a break on the Proteas inning. And after that, kudos to Hardik Pandya, the way he just managed to bowl the last over and help India to lift the trophy. After a long gap, India won the inaugural edition of the T20 World Cup in South Africa. Now again, they are the world champions in the T20 format of the game. So all in all, it's a big win, and now we are joined by Rakesh Agrawal to analyze this big win of India. Rakesh, a very warm welcome. A big win for India, a second title. At one point of time, it was looking like that the Proteas are dominating the match, but what's the reason you find that where the South African lost the plot here in this match?
See, for me, the wickets of Klassen was huge. And then, of course, that brilliant running catch by Surya in the last over, first ball of the last over, to get rid of David Miller. I've maintained from day one that David Miller is a match winner. He's one of the most dangerous individuals in that 11. And, he almost single-handedly, in that last couple of overs, he could have taken it single-handedly. But God was with India, because to take such a catch, it is not something which you take every day. And Surya just kept his cool, give him a lot of credit, because what Hardik Pandya bowled was not a great ball. It was a full toss, which was supposed to be hit for a 6, and David Miller almost hit it for a 6. So just lucky, but then give a lot of credit to the Indians for keeping their composure, because at one point in time, they needed I think it was 24 runs of 26 balls, where the asking rate was less than 1 run per ball. Now, from there to pull it down to something like, in the last over 16 runs, I think Indians did a fantastic job. Give a lot of credit to the resilience of the Indian attack. They kept their head and they took the catches, and that was
definitely, if you talk about this match, as you mentioned, the catch taken by the Surya, it was a game-changing, but the over, that last over of the Jasprit Bumrah in which he took a wicket, I think that also, we can say that made a difference in this match.
Absolutely, it did. It did make a huge difference. because the way Jasprit Bumrah, I mean, he just, he bowled his reputation, and that's not easy. The world wants him to get a wicket every time he runs in. So for him to get that wicket of Vivek Jensen, it was an absolute beauty. And that wicket also meant that the team came under pressure. Because had that ball been a dot ball, because Jensen, as we know, that in the last league match, it was he who hit that six to get the team to victory against West Indies. So Rabada hit a four of the 19th over, the last ball, and then of course he hit that six, that winning six. So there were people who were capable of hitting sixes, but then give credit to the Indians because they knew that they had to get rid of wickets. They couldn't just contain them. Finally, once all the leading, like all those people, all those leading guys who could score those runs, Indians had to get out. So that was the last cricket. I mean, the way Rabada, he went for a big one because he's capable of doing that, as I said. So Indians completed the job, a job well done, but give credit to South Africa. They played their heart out. The way they went after our spinners initially, the first 2 overs of Kuldeep, then that over of Akshar, they really went after them. So Indians at one point in time looked deflated, but then give credit to the boys because they believed that they could still come back, and they did.
Definitely, kudos to our bowlers, the way Hardik Pandya, the way Jasprit Bumrah bowled. But if we talk about the South African team, they were one of the best team in the world. They were unbeaten throughout the tournament. In this match also, they were in cruise control. But what's the problem? Where the problem lies with the South African team, despite being fully in control? What's the wrong? Is it with the psyche, or we can say that not able to understand the match situation?
Nothing of that sort at all, because I think South Africans played this World Cup a lot differently. Because just look at the way they could have lost to Nepal, they beat them by 1 run. They could have lost to Bangladesh, they beat them by 4 runs. These were very close games. So this time, it's the only time when they faltered was in the last few overs against India. Otherwise, they played their World Cup. Nobody expected them. And this is a far different team. It's a far superior team. And this particular outfit of these 11 individuals, they played like a well-oiled unit because they've been playing franchising cricket all over the world. They've been playing it all through the year, and this is a fantastic South African team. I have immense respect for immense respect for this entire team individually and as a unit. Both this is a fantastic team. And I don't think it was for any reason that they lost it. It is just because the Indians raised the bar just when South Africans believed that they could win. And give credit to the Indians and spare a thought for the brilliant individuals from South Africa. I think they won a lot of hearts in this edition of the World Cup. And the Indians bounced back so beautifully. They were really brilliant.
Rakesh, when you talk about the big matches, big wins, we talk about always the big players, Kohli, Rohit. But if we talk about take a look at throughout the tournament, especially the match against Australia, when the players like Akshar Patel, we saw that after 12 overs, Australia were around at 120 runs. They are scoring at the rate of 10, and they were in complete control in that crucial knockout match. At that time, the 13th over, Akshar Patel came, he gave 3 runs, and in the next over, Kuldeep Yadav came and he took the wicket of Maxwell, and the game changed from there. So, do you think that sometimes we miss such performance by the players like Akshar, players like Kuldeep? So, credit goes to them also, the way they played throughout the tournament.
See, Indians consistently have been doing one thing, that in the middle overs they've been bowling very well. But today it didn't quite happen. Indians bounced back only in the last part of the match, the last 5 overs. Otherwise, at one point in time, South Africa was cruising. Just go back to that over of Akshar. The way Klassen and David Miller together, the way they were hitting the Indians, they were not sparing anybody. The ball was rocketing across the ropes so easily. And that is when you thought that this game belonged to South Africa, and everybody said they deserve to win. But give credit, a lot of credit is due, because the Indians didn't just buckle down under pressure. They believed that they could do it, and the wickets of Klassen to start with, then of course a couple of good overs, one after the other, which were not just overs where we got wickets. These are the overs where we didn't concede runs. So I think after the 25th, after the 15th or 16th over, Indians were all over South Africa, and that is exactly what Indians were expected to do. But I'm sure most of the Indian supporters at that time, as long as Klassen and David were there, they had almost given up hope because the balls were landing outside the ropes. So till that time, they were all fine. So today, for a change, in the middle overs, Indians didn't bowl well. You gave the example of India versus Australia. Yes, in all those matches, we bounced back between over number 7 and over number 14. But this didn't happen today.
So in the last stages of the match, the India pulled back a historic win here. And we are also joined by Laksharya from Jaipur. Lakshya, a big win for India, the second T20 World Cup. And you are also just surrounded by the fans. So how fans are enjoying this big win in Jaipur?
Absolutely, absolutely. And this is a big day for the India and the India team fans. You can see behind me that the fans are going crazy as India won the T20 World Cup. You can see the fans who are crazy on because the last 2 overs were so tough fight between the South Africa and India. You can see the very tough fight because the very close run chase was there with the South Africa and India. You can see the behind me the fans. You can have a word with the fans. कैसा लग रहा है आपको भारत T20 वर्ल्ड कप जीत चुका है?
सर इसी का इंतजार कर रहे थे, पिछले कई सालों से इंतजार चल रहा था। 2007 में जीतने के बाद 2007 से इंतजार चल रहा था T20 वर्ल्ड कप का, जो आज फाइनली रोहित शर्मा का सपना साकार हुआ।
आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
बस बहुत बढ़िया लग रहा है।
You can see the smile over the faces of the fans, how the fans are smiling because at the moment the India won the World Cup, the whole Jaipur was like shouting, and you can see the fireworks across the Jaipur. The Jaipur is celebrating the win of India over the T20 World Cup.
So fans are very excited in Jaipur with this historic win, India lifting the T20 World Cup. Second time. If we talk about this win, definitely Lakshya. So just ask the fans, what was the key moment according to them in this match?
Absolutely, absolutely. So कौन सा ऐसा मोमेंट रहा आपके अकॉर्डिंग जो सबसे ज्यादा टफ था, जो लगा आपको सबसे ज्यादा मजेदार?
जो एंड में 15 ओवर में बुमराह को लेकर आना, हार्दिक पांड्या का वो तो क्लासन को आउट कर देना, जो वहां से मोमेंटम चेंज हुआ गेम का और वहां से इंडिया जीता। हार्दिक पांड्या क्लासन को आउट करने के बाद सिर्फ एक मात्र कड़ी रह गई थी, मिलर नाम की, और खिलाड़ी उसे लास्ट ओवर की पहली गेंद पर हार्दिक पांड्या लेकर गए और वो इंडिया में
Yeah, you can see that they had eyed on each and every ball of the match, and they were chasing. The moment that South Africa was chasing run by run, and India got wicket by wicket, the fans were, had their all of the eyes on the match, and they did remember that where the
fans are also giving their opinion, and the PM Narendra Modi has tweeted and congratulated the Indian team. PM tweeted, "Champions, our team brings the T20 World Cup home in style. We are proud of the Indian cricket team. This match was historic." So PM Modi is congratulating the Indian teams. He tweets, "Champions, our team brings the T20 World Cup home in style. We are proud of Indian cricket team. This match was historic." So kudos to our team, the way they bounced back in the match and the way they handled the situation. They absorbed the pressure. So all in all, a big match and a thriller, we can say that, the way India just handled the situation here. So going back to Rakesh, if we take a look throughout the series, throughout the tournament, the way India batted, they bowled, it was all in, we can say that it was all-round performance, and the performance in the bowling department, the batting department, they perform in every department. So, do you think that this Indian team is different from the previous because it is not dependent on not only the openers or the top order batsmen? Even if our top order batsmen are not performing down the order, the team, the players has caliber to turn the match.
Absolutely. See, for once, like you just have to look at how Virat contributed, or he did not contribute in most of the games, but he contributed in this one game where Rohit did not, Pant did not, and Surya did not. So the point is that against Australia on that wicket, we made 200 plus without Virat Kohli contributing a single run. So this particular team, they didn't depend on one guy. Every time Virat got out early, but still we had a decent enough score on the board. And when we did not, suppose if you just go back to the first stage of the World Cup, the wickets in US, they were not conducive for stroke play, and Indians struggled like most of the team. Even against Pakistan, we made only 119. I mean, for them to score 120 of 120 balls, there was no target. But that is where the bowlers showed that they could make a lot of difference. So that's where it all started. The bowlers got the self-belief the way they defended 119. Thereafter, the bowlers have actually shown the way every time, and also the template was pretty clear. Indians who are otherwise known to be good chasers were very happy to set the target and match after match.
True, Rakesh, and as you mentioned that this team is not dependent on the single players, and PM Modi is congratulating the team members, the team for lifting the second T20 World Cup.
विजय के लिए सभी देशवासियों की तरफ से बहुत बहुत बधाई। आज 140 करोड़ देशवासी आपके इस शानदार प्रदर्शन के लिए गर्व अनुभव कर रहे हैं। खेल के मैदान में आपने वर्ल्ड कप जीता, लेकिन हिंदुस्तान के हर गांव, गली, मोहल्ले में आपने कोटि कोटि देशवासियों का दिल जीत लिया। और ये टूर्नामेंट एक विशेष कारण से भी याद रखी जाएगी। इतने सारे देश, इतनी सारी टीमें, और एक भी मैच हारना नहीं, ये छोटी उपलब्धि नहीं है। आपने क्रिकेट जगत के हर महारथी, उनके हर बॉल को खेला, और आपने शानदार विजय प्राप्त करते रहे। एक के बाद एक विजय की इस परंपरा ने आपके हौसले को तो बुलंद कर दिया, लेकिन इस पूरी टूर्नामेंट को भी रसप्रद बना दिया, रोचक बना दिया। आपने शानदार विजय प्राप्त की है। मेरी तरफ से मैं आपको बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं, बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं देता हूं।
So PM Modi congratulating the Indian team, and one important point he mentioned that Indian team remained unbeaten, and it is the first time in the history of the T20 cricket that an team remained unbeaten and they won the World Cup. So it's a big thing considering the fact that the kind of performance Indian team has delivered in this tournament. Rakesh, as PM Modi mentioned that the team India remained unbeaten, and the first time an unbeaten team is winning a T20 World Cup. When PM, if we talk about immediately, always we saw PM Modi, whenever our team is triumphing, they are winning, he comes for the player. So how you look this thing, this stance of PM Modi in promoting and supporting the Indian athletes?
You know, I've been in sports journalism for close to 40 years now, and I've seen a number of politicians who are vaguely interested in sports, and they have, encouraged the team. But whatever I've seen in the last, say, about 10 years, trust me, this particular, government is so quick to show to the world that look, we are with you, the sports people, be it cricketers, be it the Olympic athletes, be it for any event. This particular ruling, the ruling government consistently, I repeat, consistently has risen to the occasion, and they have made the players, be it Olympians or non-Olympians, they feel that okay, we are being backed by the entire nation, and the Prime Minister has made it a point to wish the team before the team leaves for any of these Olympic Games, Asian Games, Commonwealth Games, and also to keep track of what they're doing. So this is absolutely amazing. I mean, this is the best time to be a sportsman in this country.
Definitely, it's amazing that PM Modi, every time when the players are winning, wherever they are going for the big tournaments, always congratulating them, interacting them and winning. This is a big thing for the not only players, for the country. But all in all, we will again go to Laksh. Laksh, if we talk about this match, the fans are celebrating and they are happy. As PM Modi mentioned that it's not that the Team India won the World Cup, but they won the hearts of billions of people. So the more than 1 billion people in India are enjoying this. So how big this thing for the Indian fans?
Absolutely, because each and every fan and each and every Indian gets connected to the cricket when it's time for the World Cup. And as well, the PM Modi has said, consistently he has stood up and took a stand with the players, even when the win and even with the defeat. He always motivated the players. So with the, I should say, with the citizens, with the Indians always stood up with the team, whether it's about the T20 World Cup or the one-day ODI World Cup, the Indians have always stood up with the team. And when it's a time for the win, when India has won the T20 World Cup, I can see the firecrackers all around the Pink City. The Pink City.
So it's great that the Pink City is celebrating India's big win.
Yeah.
Indian team has lifted the T20 World Cup for the second time. Now we are joined by Siddharth Bhardwaj from New Delhi. Siddharth, a big win, a second title, T20 title for the Team India, and you are continuously just following this tournament. And what's the reaction among the fans regarding this big win?
A very good evening to you, Naran. You can see the excitement among the fans. They are dancing. I request my camera person to show you some reactions, and it needs no further explanation. I am at India Gate. That's an iconic location in New Delhi, and you can see all the fans are dancing, and India has certainly ended the drought for so many years, and finally they have managed to win an ICC Trophy. You can see the fans behind me are dancing, they are jumping in joy. This itself is self-explanatory, and the atmosphere here at India Gate is certainly electric excitement. How are you feeling? I'm feeling tremendous. Virat Kohli has shown what he is capable of. India has done it. India has done it. You can see the excitement among the fans, Narayan. It's just electric. I can't find a place to stand here at India Gate. The excitement is such. You can see the fans behind me. This is just incredible. Knowing the very fact that cricket in India is considered not just a game, but a religion. People, you can see, are dancing. You can see, this is self-explanatory. I can't find a place to stand here at iconic India Gate. But the reaction of the fans is just amazing. They are jumping into, they are dancing. They just want to speak and take out their excitement. We are here at India Gate. भाई के आगे कोई बोल सकता है क्या? कोहली का ग्रेट विनिंग इन द टूर. विराट कोहली बहुत अच्छा खेला और सबसे अच्छा बेहतरीन पारी बड़ा खिलाड़ी बड़ा ही होता है. फाइनल में उन्होंने साबित कर दिखाया कि मैं बड़ा खिलाड़ी हूँ. उनके अंदर पूरा टैलेंट है खेलने की. All right. You can see the excitement. All right. Over to you, Narayan. Over to you.
India is the best. हम लोग हमेशा से बेस्ट रहे हैं.
So the whole country is celebrating this big win.
बाय बाय. और तुम्हें भारत माता की जय.
Indeed, Narayan, the excitement is electric. It's impossible to control the crowd at India Gate. The fans are very much excited. Over to you, Narayan. Over to you.
जो ब्रेकअप के बाद मूव ऑन होता है ना, या वो
So the fans are, we can see that, celebrating this triumph of the Indian cricket team, and they lifted the T20 World Cup for the second time. And the way India maintained their calm and composure, definitely we can say that in a crucial juncture, in a crucial final match, the way they handled the situation, it's a big thing. And finally, the Virat Kohli also clicked in the final when it mattered most for the India throughout the tournament. He was not able to convert those starts into big runs, but finally in the summit clash he scored, and the way our bowlers just defended the target, it is a big thing. So all in all, we hope that you enjoyed the show, and we are hoping that this will continue. And also, Rakesh, if you talk about this match, the way Virat Kohli has done throughout the tournament, he was not able to convert those starts into big. And today, when it mattered most, finally he scored a fantastic knock and helped India to set a respectable target. How you look Virat Kohli's performance?
See, for me, I was surprised that, that on wickets like the ones which we saw in the US and again, here, he's the sort of guy who should have anchored the innings if he was, because he's so comfortable doing it. For a change, he just went after as though he was playing the IPL. This is what his approach is as an opener. This was the first time where he did. I mean, he didn't bat at number 3, where he has scored most of his runs. But as an opener, a lot of people said that he's been spending so much time getting his rhythm back. But every time he went out to bat, he didn't get those big runs. So everybody knew that this guy is not out of form. It is just that he's hitting the ball well, but he's not been able to stick around for long. Today, for a change, when he saw the wickets fall, like 2 wickets in the very second over, and of course the way he himself started with those 3 hits, in the first over, that showed that he was in good nick, no question about it. But the best point was that he played more than 15 overs. That is what gave the entire Indian team the confidence that they could go beyond 150, 160, 170. Now that was the best part of it. Now Virat Kohli has decided to give up on T20. People expected that it would happen, and he has actually announced it in a big way, on a big note, on a very high note.
So Rakesh, the way the news is coming that he has retired from the shortest format of the game. So, is it the right time, sir, to bid adieu the shortest format of the game?
See, he for one has already made it a point that this was one format. Internationally, he didn't quite enjoy it. He did go out there and play, but I think the whole idea now is to extend his longevity in the red ball cricket. I mean, he is, I think, almost tired of that frequent travel and stuff like that. He wants to spend time with his, with his 2 young kids. And of course, after a point, see, he has been around for a while now. So it is his choice, and I have immense respect for the options and the kind of, choices which he has made in life. And there's no harm, because he has actually helped India win the World Cup by being the highest run scorer in that innings. And this is the way to go out and say, okay, I want to leave it, but I want to leave it on a high note. Congratulations to him on such a glorious career. He has been the impact on Indian cricket ever since the IPL started. And this is also the first time since the inception of IPL that India has won the World T20. So that makes it all the more special.
Definitely, and we can say that the team performed and they won the second T20 World Cup title. So it's a gift by the players to the outgoing coach Rahul Dravid, also just sending him on a winning note. So this is also, we can say that this trophy is a trophy of happiness, a cup of joy, a cup of hope, and the way they have performed, definitely it has induced a new, we can say that, enthusiasm in the Indian cricket also.
Absolutely. See, on one hand, you have reasons to rejoice. on the other hand, you also feel for the contribution that Rahul has made as a coach, Virat Kohli for his contribution in the shortest format of the game. Now, these two are the emotional side of it. But the point is, both these individuals are saying goodbye on a high note, and they have contributed immensely. I mean, we can just go on and on. The point is that if he has got the man of the match in his final match, and of course the final of the World Cup, what better note that he could have expected? Virat Kohli has almost been trolled on the social media for not contributing in India's victory. But let's not forget, despite him not giving his part of the contribution, India didn't lose a single match. That means the team rallied around him, and when the top half almost came out, 34 for 3, this man stood there and he showed to the world that, look, I am Virat Kohli. I can still do what I'm likely to do, what I'm expected to do. And he has done that exactly that way. And he has announced his retirement on a very high note. So congratulations to him and the team.
Definitely, we can say that it's the right time, the right moment to give a big adieu to end his career in the shortest format of the game. But if we talk about this match, definitely it will be go down as the best thriller in the annals of the cricket history, considering the fact that India scored a big target and the match goal went down the wire. So Laksh is also with us. Laksh, if we talk about this match, the way the fans are enjoying in Jaipur, you talked to them. But overall, how, as we know that cricket is not just a game in India, it's a religion, the way it has the following. So how this win is going to help the Indian cricket, considering the fact that last time we won a trophy was ICC Trophy, major trophy was in 2013, 11 years back. So how this is going to help the Indian cricket to go forward?
Absolutely, because this time all of the eyes were on Rohit Sharma, because this T20 World Cup was very special, and as you well said, the cricket is not a game but it's a religion right in India. The fans were having all of the eyes on the team lineup, that well-team lineup this time the Indian team has, because not very well the batting lineup, but also the well-settled the bowling lineup as well in the Team India. The Rohit Sharma is expecting the T20 World Cup this time, and all of the fans across the country were expecting the same with him. So, right in the final, where they have a tough fight with the South Africa, the one-on-one chase we have saw in the last over. We can even have the words with the fans. जो लास्ट के ओवर्स में जिस प्रकार से जो चेज रहा साउथ अफ्रीका का, उससे क्या नजर आता है और क्या लगता है आपको कि आगे जो टीम इंडिया है, क्योंकि T20 वर्ल्ड कप हम जीत चुके हैं, आगे के मैचेस में कितना प्रदर्शन देखना आप एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं टीम इंडिया से?
I think the first thing that the guys are going to do is go and have a blast. And I think it's not time to think about what they're going to do ahead. They won it after such a long time. So I think right now everybody is in celebration mode. Rahul Dravid got his C off. He finally did it. Same thing with Virat Kohli was last World Cup. So we might not be screaming and enjoy, but we are absolutely very happy. We'll be able to sleep peacefully. I think
definitely, if we talk about this match, it has helped.
Absolutely.
The young generation will definitely take a lesson from this win, because India, the team, we are for very long, we are eyeing a major ICC trophy. Thanks, Laksh, for joining us and giving the perspective of the viewers on this T20 World Cup final between India and South Africa. Rakesh, as you mentioned, the way this Indian team, the way they have managed to win this World Cup, they maintain the cool and the calmness and the composure throughout the match, especially towards the end when there was a runner ball is required, and they came back heavily and won the match. So now we are joined by our reporter TapasBachara from the ground zero in Barbados. Tapas, a big win. History has been rewritten here, and India is lifting the T20 World Cup for the second time. So what was the emotions going here in the Barbados among the Indians fans?
I can't explain, Narayan. This emotion is something that nobody can explain. We are journalists. Rakesh sir is also there. I can see we are all journalists. We play with words. But right now, I can tell you, emotions is something that we can't explain right now. It's a huge, huge moment for Team India. It's a huge moment for each and everybody who has played a major role in this. There was a time in the match when it looked like the match slipped away from India when Klassen and Miller was playing, and then it, suddenly the whole match changed on its head with that particular catch. Surya Kumar Yadav, we talk about catches with matches, and it's a very, very critical place. It's something that we all talk about, and that's one reason why currently India has won this World Championship. World T20 World Cup. It's 2007 last time India won. I remember even that time it was a very close match. It went all the way to the last over. Here also it went all the way to the last over, and yet go ahead. You want us to say
what a game?
What a game!
India is the best team that you see around, and it's really clear.
India always the best.
India always. So you see, India always the best. That's the people are talking about it. They are absolutely thrilled. Emotions running high. Virat Kohli has called his day in T20 international format, and these are the moments that we all talk about. These are the moments that every cricketer dreams of. It slipped out of Rohit Sharma's hand in 2023 in the final. They were defeated by Australia, but they didn't let that happen here in Barbados. Here, Rohit Sharma, even though it was slipping away, they made sure that they will not let that come in any way impact them. And what a game it is. I can't explain in words. Narayan, it's a dream come true for me also. We've been going all throughout a month from one place to another. We travel, but it's worth the wait.
Finally, the mission is successful, and as you mentioned that you went there for the 1 month, and finally, if India wins, definitely. But Tapas, considering the fact that it's been long that India was waiting for this moment, winning a ICC Trophy.
Yes.
So, what it means winning this trophy for the Indian cricket right now?
Huge push, push for them. These are what you call, after Sachin Tendulkar, Saurav Ganguly, Sehwag. This is a new generation of cricketer who, even though Kohli was part of the 2011 squad of winning squad, Rohit Sharma was not part of that squad, and it was imperative that they won. And these young kids, Hardik Pandya, Akshar Patel, Shivam Dube, they taste this, and it pushes it pushes cricket in the country. People, the new generation, the next generation wants to play the game. They wants to be like their idol. So for a country like India, for its huge size, the kind of push that it has for cricket, it was too long in coming. Last time India won a World Cup was way back in 2011. Last time they won an ICC Trophy was way back in 2013. So it was, it was a drought that was there. And finally, Rohit Sharma and his merry men has managed to do the unthinkable and lifted this T20 World Cup in Barbados and West Indies. Again, it's a huge moment for the whole team, for the whole country, and everybody is absolutely thrilled. Even Prime Minister Narendra Modi has tweeted and has given a video message for Team India's victory.
So definitely a huge moment for the Indian cricket team. We are also joined by Rakesh. Rakesh, considering the fact that the brand of cricket the Indian team is playing right now, even if you take a look, Virat Kohli, totally in every match he just left the way of cricket he used to play, despite of the fact he didn't get runs, and he just moved out of his comfort zone. In 2023 World Cup, ODI World Cup, in the final, throughout the tournament, India played excellent cricket, but in the final they looked somewhat timid and the intent was lacking. But with this team, do you think that intent was there even in the final, that intent was never discontinued?
Point here is, we are all, I think at some point in time we lose contact with reality. We are now basing everything on the results. 2 overs to go, 90% of this population, which is now dancing in the streets of India, was not sure. Now, what I'm trying to say here is that whether it was Virat Kohli who applied himself, he applied it beautifully. Give him credit there, because we always believe that he had it in him to come good when the chips were down. And today, 34 for 3, you expected him to stay, and he stayed there for more than 15 overs. So intent was there even when he made those small little totals. Even if you see the last match where he hit a 6 and got out in the same over, that means the first 6 was a beautiful looking shot. He tried to do it again, he could not connect, he got out. So what I'm trying to say is, Virat Kohli's approach was to attack. That is because that could also be the brief. But the moment he realized that in the first over he could get going, he hit those 3 boundaries, and then immediately of the next over, Rohit hit those 2 boundaries. It was very clear after 8 balls into the match that Indians were going to attack. But those 2 quick wickets made Virat realize that, look, now I have to play the role of the anchor, because there was no Rohit, there was no Pant, and by 34 for 3, it was very clear that there was no Surya Kumar Yadav. So the point here is that Indians could adapt. Indians right through this tournament, the batters adapted. But trust me, this World Cup should be remembered for the way Indian bowlers bowled. The credit should not be taken away from them. Against Pakistan, bowlers helped us win. Today, the bowlers helped us win. So a lot of credit should go to the bowlers who made even some of the difficult matches look easy. Like the way we beat, like England, 60 plus runs in a 20-over game is like 3 times the total number of overs scored, which is fantastic. It's like winning a 50-over game with a 150-run plus margin. So give credit to the bowlers. I think a lot of focus has been on how the top order has batted. Batters have bowled, the batters have failed also consistently, but overall the spread has been good. Someone or the other has come good. But I think for me, I'll remember this World Cup for India's fielding, India's catching, and of course the bowling. The last few overs, the way we bowled in every match, I think that was the turning point, because we never allowed the opposition to come close in most of the matches.
Definitely. But Tapas, coming to you, if you take a look, the South African team, you are not discussing them, you are discussing because India won, but we forgot the kind of cricket they played. They have a fantastic bunch of players.
Klassen was absolutely amazing. I mean, I have never seen anybody hitting so clean, so powerful. And you remember, we are talking about a pitch. When he was playing, it didn't look like the pitch was turning at all. But there was turn, there was there was bounce also. But he actually made it, look so simple. Until the time he was there, the match was very well within South Africa's grip. Just to put it in perspective, today, for the first time in the whole tournament, when Kuldeep Yadav started playing in the Super 8, from Super 8 onwards, he didn't get a single wicket, and he was taken for runs. Akshar Patel was taken for runs. Ravindra Jadeja was taken for runs. I think, if I'm not wrong, Akshar went for almost 49. If I'm not wrong, Kuldeep Yadav went for 44, 45, close to that in his 4 overs. Ravindra Jadeja bowled only 1 over probably, and got gave 12 runs. So in the middle over, we were thinking that maybe Indian spinners could easily throttle the South African batting lineup. It actually happened the other way around. We saw Bumrah actually made the difference. If that particular ball that came in and got the wicket before after Klassen. Klassen won, as I mentioned, catches win matches. Klassen's wicket was very crucial. And then when Bumrah came into his own, and it was like, I think 3 overs still left, 3-4 if I'm not wrong, and he got that wicket, and then the pressure started building on South Africa. They were very well, almost to run a ball, they had to score, and in that particular over, Bumrah pulled it up, and that's probably for me that catch and Bumrah's over was probably the turning point for me in that match. And this has been the scenario all throughout the T20 World Cup. Whenever there is a match that probably went to the wire, we have seen that against the USA, we've seen that against Pakistan. Someone or the other will put their hands up and say, hey, I'm here, let me make the most of it. And today, India's fielding and Bumrah made it possible.
Definitely, and we can say that everyone is praising this Indian team, and also the fans, and after PM Modi and our External Affairs Minister Shanker also tweeted, congratulated our team. He tweeted, congratulations Team India, what a match, what a catch. ICC World Cup, ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2024. So that catch was the key moment of the match, and Dr. S. Shankar is congratulating the Indian team. Rakesh, coming to you from 30 of 30 to 16 of 6. Is this the best bowling attack in the world right now?
It looks like, yes. Because see, the best part is the fast bowlers have done well. Arshdeep sometimes very expensive, but then he has been effective. The spinners have actually, they are the ones who have underlined India's victory. They have not just underlined it, they have darkened it also, except this match. So give a lot of credit for these. I mean, a lot of credit should go to the selectors for exactly agreeing to what Rohit and Rahul wanted. They wanted 4 spinners, out of which one was never used. India remained unbeaten, playing all its matches except one, of course, which was not required to be played. They went in with just 12 players in the playing 11. There was only one change. Can you imagine? I mean, Siraj going out, making way for Kuldeep. That was the only change. Others were just travellers. So the point is, that was the belief in the team that, look, if this combination works for us, we're not going to change it. Shivam Dube, Virat Kohli, Pant, Jadeja, they were not consistent. If you just look at them, if you just look at the way Pant got out sometimes, I mean, you know that this is the brand of cricket he plays.
True.
But he believed that he was wanted. Virat, no question of dropping him. Then you look at somebody like Jadeja. Jadeja was actually, he played subordinate to Akshar Patel. So imagine the belief of the team, that such a senior member of the team.
Definitely.
And there was a time when Indians left for this World Cup, everybody believed that Akshar and Jadeja were of the same variety. So only one of them was going to play. They played in all the matches. Amazing decision. Because it worked again. Because the idea was very simple. We learned from what we did in the 2023 World Cup.
True.
Format. We went in with one batter less. This time we said nothing doing. We will have the option. Let's go with all-rounders, as many as we possibly could. And that is what gave the confidence to the top order. In spite of losing those early wickets, 1-2 wickets.
Definitely. As you said, mentioned. Coming to Tapas, you talk about Hardik Pandya. He defended 16 runs in the last over. And right now, I will again come back to you. And right now, Sports Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia also just congratulated the Indian team. He tweeted, "We are the champions. Congratulations, Team India, on winning the T20 World Cup. With every beat of our hearts, 1.4 billion Indians celebrate this great victory. We are the champions. Congratulations to Team India on winning the T20 World Cup. It was a splendid team effort. With every beat of our hearts, 1.4 billion Indians celebrate this great victory." So, Sports Minister tweeted. Tapas, we were talking about Hardik Pandya from being defending 16 runs in the last over for Mumbai Indians when he was playing. He was booed by the entire country wherever he was going, from a villain to a national hero. Now, how you look this?
What a turnaround for a player. In fact, today when we saw him first time, he came out of the bus. We were surprised with his, look. He was clean shaven. He got a moustache and he was clean shaven. I was like, what happened? Then it struck me that now he's trying to change, turn over a new leaf in his career. And with the way he has played, be it with the ball, be it with the bat, in the US tour, in the US leg of the ICC World Cup, he was absolutely exceptional with the ball. He was struggling with the bat. But when he came to the Caribbean island, he made it a point that his batting also took center stage. In fact, one of the reasons why when we spoke to, we had a discussion with Rohit Sharma and off the camera chat, and he was talking about the fact that he's very confident that he wants to play for all-rounder. The reason he said that, it gives us that depth in batting and bowling, and that's something. And you can hear the sound, you can hear the music inside the stadium. It's reverberating with the joy of India lifting the T20 World Cup. But again, coming back to Hardik Pandya, what a turnaround. His personal life was in a mess. His position in Mumbai Indian was questioned. People heckled him. Coming back here, From the very first match, he started bowling well, and what a way to take it forward, even in the final. So kudos to the way team management persisted with him, and kudos to the way Rohit Sharma. A lot of people thought that there may be some sort of a bad blood between both the team person, because Hardik Pandya took over the captaincy from Rohit Sharma, but in IPL for Mumbai Indians. But here, when these people spoke and they played the match, they played for India, and that's something that was shown. Akshar Patel is a revelation when it comes to batting. We never saw Akshar Patel so effective, with a bat. We knew always that he is an exceptional spinner, but he excelled with the bat, so much so that with Ravindra Jadeja not as performing as well as with the bat and with the ball, he took over the mental from him and bowled and batted with absolutely amazing consistency. In fact, in the first innings, he was scoring better than Virat Kohli, and one of the reasons why India could manage to muster 107.
Tapas, the President of India has also congratulated the Team India. President of India tweeted, "My heartiest congratulations to Team India for winning the T20 World Cup. With the never say die spirit, the team sailed through the difficult situation and demonstrated the outstanding skill throughout the tournament. It was an extraordinary victory in the final match. Well done, Team India. We are proud of you." The President of India, Draupadi Murmu, congratulates Team India. "My heartiest congratulations to Team India for winning the T20 World Cup. With the never say die spirit, the team sailed through the difficult situation and demonstrated the outstanding skills throughout the tournament. It was an extraordinary victory in the final match. Well done, Team India. We are proud of you." So Tapas, from the every corner, from the whether it is politics, whether it is from Bollywood, from the cricket fans, everyone is congratulating this team. So if we talk about the overall this tournament, this team, we also should praise our captain, the way he managed, and he stuck to the winning combination and rarely did some changes in the line of the MS Dhoni. And we know that MS Dhoni never chopped his team. He always backed his players. Same, the Rohit Sharma is
Narayan, you have to understand that it's the captain. If you win the match, people say that it's a team effort. But if you lose the match, the onus comes down to the captain. And when before the match started, before the World Cup started, in a before leaving for West Indies and USA, Rohit Sharma did a PC and he said that he wants to take 5 spinners with him. And a lot of people question that why 5 spinners. He said that there is a secret behind that. The secret is that when you come to places like Caribbean island, where the pitches help the spinners mostly. His decision was proved absolutely prophetic. A lot of people spoke about the fact that why Shivam Dube is in the team. He mentioned the fact that he can hit the spinners. He has shots. He has the shots which can devastate the opposition, and that's something that people can. He backed him. Throughout the tournament, people heckled Shivam Dube, but he backed him, and today Shivam Dube came good in the final. Same with Virat Kohli. A lot of people said that why is he batting at the top of the order, at the opening of the batting. He said that it is imperative that your best batsman stays at the top, he plays at the top, and his decision was again proven right today.
True.
Whole tournament, Virat Kohli didn't perform, but today, when the chips were down, when it was required, he performed exceptionally. Again, you go back to the decision of promoting Akshar Patel in this crucial encounter. India were 3 wickets down, and at that time you needed stability, but you also wanted the run rate to pick up. And what a way to send Akshar Patel. And Akshar showed today that he has the shots to
definitely Tapas. We are also joined by Siddharth here. Siddharth is with fans in New Delhi. Siddharth, you were there with the fans, and the fans were just shouting and enjoying this big win. So what fans are saying about this win, how enthusiastic they are, and what's their say on this big win?
Well, definitely when it comes to enthusiasm, then they're quite enthusiastic about this victory, and they are lauding Virat Kohli, they are lauding Rohit Sharma's captaincy, they are also lauding Surya Kumar Yadav's that catch which changed the course of the match. I'm here at India Gate, and the environment here, the atmosphere is completely electric. You can see, I request my camera person to show you the fans there. You can see the enthusiasm amongst the fans. And just a while ago, there was no place to stand here at the iconic India Gate. And you can see the fans are shouting and jumping in joy. And all they are saying is Bharat Mata ki Jai. And you can see the environment here. And they're just passionate about India's victory. Because like I say also, Narayan, in India, cricket is not just a game. It's a religion. Cricket is not a game, it's a religion. And see again, the environment is such that, Narayan, I don't have a place to stand at the iconic India Gate. People are very happy. Fans are very happy over India's victory. They are saying that our bowlers have that metal which can, which can even snatch the defeat. Which can snatch the victory from the jaws of defeat. So this is what fans are saying. You can see.
One day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day,
You can see the fans, you can see the reaction, and you can see how enthusiastic they are regarding this win. Like I say again, in India, cricket is religion, Narayan. Cricket is certainly religion. And this we can certainly see right now. People are holding India's flag and shouting in victory, Narayan. The atmosphere here is electric. You don't see this atmosphere again and again here at the India Gate at this hour, Narayan. Back to you.
So the Indian fans are on cloud nine. In Delhi, in Barbados, and all across the India, and the way the big win has just lifted the mood of the country. The whole country is enjoying this big win. Thanks, Tapas. Thanks, Siddharth, for joining us and giving a perspective of this match and just showing the jubilant fans to our viewers. And it was a big win. And we can say that after a long gap, Team India winning the T20 World Cup title, it is not just good for the Indian cricket, but for the whole cricket, because the way the Indian team drives the world cricket. So a big win by 7 runs against the South Africa. So we are hoping that this winning momentum for the Team India will continue in the upcoming tournaments also, because this win was very crucial for Team India. And we are hoping you have enjoyed this show with the all-round inputs from Barbados, from all across the country.
Extremely hard for this. Have a look at the support staff there. It means so much. Unbeaten in this tournament. They've held their nerve when it mattered most and under pressure. And they become